This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the unification of the WBC and the WBA heavyweight championships. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of Magnolia, North Carolina, weighing in at 233 pounds, with a professional record of 19 wins, 5 defeats, with 14 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, James Bone Crusher Smith. And in the blue corner, from Catskill, New York, weighing 219 pounds, he is undefeated in his professional career with 28 wins, no defeats, 26 KOs. He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
All right. Emil, Commando. Kevin. Okay, now. Step back, one step back, one little bit. Okay, now, we've gone over all the instructions in the dressing room, and if it's for the title, any questions from Mr. Smith or is Steve second? Any questions from Mr. Tyson or is Steve second? All right, let's get it on, come on.
You never know what's going to happen when a man gets hit harder than he's ever been hit before, and it's possible for both fighters here. This fight has already gone longer than some people expected.
Harold, how do you see it so far? First round. Tyson right on Smith's chest. Strong left jab by Tyson.
All right, don't push it.
The first right hand by Smith, nowhere near its mark.
It's also a straight right hand, and Smith will often come from right to left. Like that, left to right.
Step back clean. Step back, don't push, come on.
Tyson unloading on Smith. Punching right hand.
Come on.
If you notice a tactic Smith is using, that he raises his arms and is trying to make Tyson punch around his arms, which is a long way to go for a much shorter man. So look for Tyson to try to come straight up the middle with an uppercut.
Three-punch combination, 2 of them landed heavily.
Step back, hold on. Come on, step back.
Although he's very aggressive, Tyson prides himself on also being a good defensive fighter. He hasn't been hit solidly very often.
Step back, hold on. Hold on. Come on, that's box, come on. Step back, Mike, step back. Step back.
Tyson does have to lunge up at him a little.
Right. This hasn't turned into the train wreck everybody was looking for yet.
Smith is being very patient, actually.
never seen anything quite like that in the ring before. Take a look at what happened. The round is over a good 5 seconds. They've exchanged some words, and Tyson lost his cool. That's the first time I've ever seen him lose his cool before, during, or after a fight.
Very true. You know, another thing, too, in Smith's corner, you heard Smith say, let me have the towel down on my shoulders. And I don't know if you feel it, Larry, but there's all of a sudden a cool breeze coming through here. And a cut over the right eye of Bone Crusher Smith. We'll try to tell you how serious it's from.
That's the same eye that Larry Holmes opened up. But I can't see as yet where it is.
Now, I said the right eye, it's the left eye of Bone Crusher Smith.
Sit back. Sit back.
A lot of blood, but the blood right at the moment does not appear to be going into the eye, but rather alongside it, very similar to that of Tyrell Biggs.
Tyson is unable to get off those Gatling gun combinations because Smith is just thwarting him and staying away and laying on him, using his big long arms.
And Mills Lane has deducted a point from Bone Crusher Smith for holding Mike Tyson.
Smith got in a good right hand. Tyson walked right through it.
And that's significant.
Now the blood is leaking into the eye right now.
Yeah, it is, and I was going to say one of the differences between this cut and the cut on Tyrell Biggs is that Tyrell Biggs was fighting David Bay and not Mike Tyson.
This is becoming a hitting and holding contest, not very appealing or dramatic.
And you hear the crowd start to boo. It's the first time I've ever heard a crowd boo at a Mike Tyson fight.
Got into Mike Tyson. Tyson has made Smith look very, very awkward. Just a big, lunging fellow now against the speed of Tyson, who is a difficult target because of his size in any event.
And that was indicated in the punch stat numbers that you saw a moment ago. Only 23% effectiveness for Bone Crusher Smith.
Step back. Step back.
It may be that Tyson is frustrated because he's been unable to land real combinations the way he does in the gyms and on most opponents. Smith is just fighting a fight a defensive fight, and Tyson can't do anything. There you saw him coming around the arm once again, unable to get any leverage into his punches.
Tyson hit him a very good right hook a moment ago, and that really opened the cut up a little bit more. And there's no question but that the cut is bothering Smith, because the blood is getting in the eye.
corner puts as much pressure on an opponent as Tyson does, his opponent often just becomes defensive. And Smith has done a lot of that.
Smith got another straight right hand in, but it's only one punch and having no effect whatsoever on Tyson. Smith, Larry, appears just to be trying to tee off and catch Tyson on the way in.
That's his puncher's chance. Right now, it doesn't look like much of a chance. Tyson seems to be headhunting as well. He should be working on the body. He's having a hard time getting all the way up to his head. He has to bring down his guard.
And he usually is a devastating body puncher. He seems to be fighting a more emotional fight than I've seen him fight. Both corners telling their charge to use the jab more, and in Tyson's corner telling him to fight more. Emil Griffith, you heard him say jab, then cross. Cut right at the moment has not opened up again, and it's actually not directly above the eye. It's more up on the forehead, but enough so that the blood does flow into the eye. Blood now from the cut. And now Bone Crusher Smith going backwards.
We thought neither one of these fellows had a reverse gear, but Bone Crusher has just showed us his.
Watch the head. Watch the head coming in. Come on, come on, come on.
There was a big right hand by Tyson.
Smith has reduced Tyson to having to hunt for him with one shot rather than combinations.
Get back, come on, go step back.
Bone Crusher may be trying to take a little bit of a blow here in this round.
There's no way to train to fight, like fighting a guy like Tyson with the pressure that he puts on you by keep coming at you. It's like a quarterback going against a Chicago Bear blitz. All of a sudden, everything is speeded up, and if you don't have the quickness of mind and hand to deal with that speeded up, suddenly you look like a rank amateur, which Smith looks like here.
And as you said, he's just walking through anything that Smith offers on the way in. There's no resistance at all. Continues here.
All right. I'll be all right. Okay, give me. But let's go. You got to knock him out to do it.
Oh, okay.
Don't wait for me, guys.
He's only looking for one shot on you. You got to keep your defense tight. You got to be even more aware now. You understand? You can't get lazy. You can't get careless. Spit it out. Yeah.
Well, in the corner. There we go.
And you heard Bone Crusher Smith say, let me just get myself together here. Now we'll see if he can. Example right here of how Mike Tyson just does not allow Smith to get his punches off.
And that Mike Tyson is very quick. He sees these punches coming. They're not quick punches, and he's able to duck them very easily.
Smith saying to Tyson, come on, come on, come on, but that is merely words.
Smith appears totally confused and frustrated. That walkabout and this one right here, I have no idea what it's supposed to do.
All right, one step back, one punch here, one step back, both of you, one step back, boys, one step back, hey, boy.
Unless Smith figures out something fast, his heavyweight reign will last 85 days, and that will be it.
And it doesn't appear really that Smith has a clue right at the moment how to solve this puzzle. There is another big right hand by Tyson. That's the first one that really backed Smith up. Not really what we expected, Larry.
Smith right now is fighting basically a fight for survival, throwing a few hard punches in the hopes of connecting and making something happen.
Double right hand that time by Tyson.
And he appears to be getting tired as well.
Step clean ball.
Here getting to be a little stinky, you understand? But this guy ain't doing nothing. You're just letting him tie you up. I want to use your 8 more. You just sit there in the end. Right there in the end, you use it. Give him the 8.
Come on. We got him, Crusher. It's not balancing.
This thing quit.
Move your hand. Move your hand. You hear me? Box him and move your hand. Move the hand to combination. Come on.
Use 8. Straight right hand or left hook to the body. You gotta make the slip like that and hook to the head. Understand?
In the corner, Mr. Smith.
You win it.
Please. In the corner. Here we go.
Well, you saw those punch stat numbers. Bone Crusher Smith has landed 16 punches in this fight. 3 a round is not going to get it done. And a man in the black trunks is the reason for it.
Every great fighter has had fights in which an awkward opponent has made them look something less than great. I'm not saying Mike Tyson is a great fighter yet. He's a great young fighter. But he's just against an opponent here who's in there to survive and hold as he is now.
Step back.
And I must say, Bone Crusher Smith is the one fighter I did not think would fight that way. good exchange there. One punch on both parts, though.
One step back, Jim. One step back, Mike. One step back. Out of it. Attaboy.
Crusher just kind of taunting Mike Tyson, and I'm not sure why.
Tyson doesn't want to get on his chest and be held, so he's staying outside now, but with his short arms, he can't punch from outside.
I don't know, it might just be frustration on the part of Bone Crusher Smith. He hasn't been able to hit him the conventional way. Perhaps the most punishment inflicted in this fight so far by Mills Lane. You heard Bone Crusher Smith yell at him, say, "You're scratching me when you break us." There's the left hand. And now Tyson moves in.
All right, we step back, Smith. We step back, Bone.
$750 ringside for this.
Pretty hard to believe. Could have gone to see Wayne Newton.
Step back, Bone. Have to go. Whoa. Get off that neck. Hey, Bone. Hey, Hope. Jim, get off that neck. Come on. Get off the face. Get off the neck. Come on. Here we go.
Earlier, Barry, I mentioned how other heavyweights didn't think as much of Tyson, with the apparent exception of Michael Spinks, who's given up his title so he doesn't have to fight him.
Get off that neck. Get off that
right
neck.
now, he's making those heavyweights a little braver.
Come on, Mike. One step back, both of you. Here we go.
A lopsided and basically uninteresting fight.
The only interesting thing here is to watch Tyson and how he tries to deal with this. And I don't think he's dealing with it right. I mean, it's a frustrating fight. It's a hard fight. Smith just isn't there to be punched. But Tyson doesn't seem to be going about it professionally to try to break him down in some way. Punching to the body, perhaps.
I don't know if you heard Tyson say when he went back to his corner after the last round, he said he doesn't want to fight. There was a body shot. That was not a punch. That was not a punch.
Tyson got off the floor and looked at Smith with disdain, as if to say, "Are you kidding me? You think that's a punch?" Smith's eye springs open again. landed two decent left hands.
And he took one right there.
Well, Smith got man enough to fight back at the end of that round. There you see Tyson falling off balance. A little embarrassed. Does a 360.
Give me that stuff.
Up the middle, push up. Up the middle. Uppercut, right hand. Up the middle. Uppercut. Up the middle, push up.
7-7, moving in, staying and get inside, get your hand free and bang. You know what's happening now? The bear having to do is swing your arms around the back. You got a contact, you got to break it right now. You're winning easy.
Emil Griffith instructed Smith to try to throw some uppercuts as Tyson comes in on him.
Get off that neck. Come on, go on. All right, get off the neck, Tim. You know better than that. Come on, get off the neck.
Strikes me as just that Tyson is just there so quickly that you just can't get set to punch.
I don't recall Tyson throwing any uppercuts in this fight. It appears to me that what Smith has been instructed to do is to hold his arms up once again so that Smith's roundhouse punches can't get to his head. And I think that he's got to go to the body and come up with some uppercuts in order to hurt Smith and land something solid.
All right, come on, we'll step back. Step back, come on, Teddy. Come on.
I have a question, Barry. You think Tyson looks impressive enough to fight Tyrell Biggs in his next fight?
Step back. We have to set lines again here. Let the action, you know, keep holding. Come on.
Relatively, it makes Tyrell Biggs' performance look a little better, though.
Step back, Mike.
Tyson had a pretty good left hand there.
Step back. Here we go.
Straight left hand by Tyson. Tyson just unable to really throw too many combinations in this fight.
Time. Go ahead. One more. 1 point here.
Another point being deducted for holding. Second time.
Bill Zane is trying to get them to fight.
Here we go.
Well, Kevin Rooney with a great understatement. You're winning easy. Tyson's actually winning easier than easy.
The only way he could win easier is on a forfeit.
There was a combination by Tyson. Smith seems to reach the bottom of the tank here.
All right, we'll step back, both. One step back, Gene. We'll step back. Come on, clean both of them. Come on, here we go.
That uppercut uppercut by Smith was just a little short.
Step back, please. Come on, let him go. Step back. Here we go.
This is a sort of test of Tyson's concentration in a way. He's winning so easily that he doesn't want to make a very bad mistake and just get nailed.
And I'm sure tucked somewhere in the back of Mike Tyson's head is the Smith-Bruno fight, when Bruno came out of nowhere after losing the fight very similarly to this one to knock out Frank Bruno. Admittedly, Bruno is not Mike Tyson.
All right, get one step. Guys locked in. Everyone step back. Here we go. Come on, Gerald. One step back. Clean. Had the boy hook.
There was the right hand. Big right hand.
Come on, one step back. Come on, one step. Come on. Okay, wait, hold on. Step back. Okay, come on, one step back. Come on.
Tyson has been headhunting throughout this fight, and I don't recall him getting any instructions from his corner to stop it either.
No, in fact, the only instructions were jab, jab, jab.
He's still not throwing enough 7, but that was a better round. How you feel? Great. You feel okay? All right, then why don't we put some pressure on this guy? He's just trying to control himself.
Cut this tape off.
And then he's going to tell Mills that the guy's holding, okay?
Don't throw it up, bro. You cannot steal the fight from you.
I'm missing my right hand, bro.
Well, don't fucking with right hand, come back. Straight under, come back. Don't throw one punch, right hand alone. Come back with the left hook.
And we'll remind you of another show coming your way on HBO. Interesting show, in fact. Greatest Sports Upsets, hosted by Tim McCarver, produced by Ross Greenberg. It premieres Sunday, April 5th.
I don't think we're going to have to add some footage from this fight to that show.
No, I don't think so. And if we do, it would be.
Come on now, you guys. Let's go. It's back. Come on.
We wonder what they're going to take out of this for the highlights.
All right, one step back. Quit punching, Mike. Quit punching. One step back, Smitty. One step back. Don't touch.
Not Mike Tyson's fault. It takes 2 to fight.
Smith is so frustrated by Tyson, and was early on, that he just kind of said to hell with him.
He's been wearing a big cowboy hat around here all week, and right now I'd have to say he's all hat and no cattle.
Come on, step back. Come on. Step back.
Cut is opened up again over the eye of Bone Crusher Smith.
Come on.
And
imagine Larry Holmes is sitting there in eastern Pennsylvania and thinking, well, if they come up with the money, I just might take a shot at this.
Yeah, that's the thing. A fight like this brings them all out of the woodwork.
George Foreman is starting his comeback on Monday.
Get back, come on.
Point out that Bone Crusher Smith has only been down once in his career, and that was in his first fight.
In his defense, Bone Crusher is apparently trying his best. That just isn't good enough.
By not putting a good pressure on him. Behind the jab, they only do it in spots. This is the 11th round coming up.
I feel great.
Maybe it's game plan. Well, he thinks you're going to get tired, maybe. You just show him that you ain't going to get tired. You understand? Spit it out.
Hey, Crusher, got 2 rounds to go. 2 rounds to go, Crusher. Do what you got to do. Do it good. You could do it, Crusher.
All right, and I don't know if we're coming on top.
Forget the right hand. Throw left hook to the body. Forget the right hand. You're going right hand crazy. You can't nothing to right.
Left hook to the body.
Left hook to the body. And right hand on top. Forget the right hand.
Use your jab and then
jab.
Getting a man on this motherfucker. He's sticking the joint out.
Trying to get loose.
I'm doing good.
Land the big punch.
Round 11. Thought I heard Kevin Rooney say that this is your last round to Mike Tyson.
Step back, come on, Mike. Step back. Come on, Smitty, come on.
But there are, in fact, 2 to go.
Set head, come on. Step back, both of you. Come on, Smitty. Any more hit. All right, come on.
One thing I can tell you, Bone Crusher Smith tomorrow morning is going to feel like his face was hit with a bag of rocks.
Tyson is a prideful athlete, and he really wants to look better. If he doesn't, it's just not there. Some days, an outstanding athlete or an outstanding team just doesn't have the opponent opposite that can make him do his stuff.
And that's certainly been the case tonight. I think the biggest thing is that we didn't expect it to be that way.
Yep.
Step back, step back, here we go.
Shot by Mike Tyson, one of the few he's thrown.
He should have had about 50 more by now.
Come on, Mike. Come on, boom. Oh, here we go.
That's a big difference between Tyson and Joe Frazier. Tyson has been compared to Frazier for obvious reasons. Joe Frazier was a murderous body puncher. He didn't care who he was in there with. Kill the body first, and the head will go.
Give me the water. Yeah, open up. There you go, man. You got a big round in you? Get on this guy, smart. Get on this guy, smart. We got you. Get on this guy, smart. This guy's gonna come out. His own cross over.
Hey, stay still. Don't move.
Keep still.
Whatever you got left, go away. Okay? Because you got enough to beat this guy. Are you okay?
With the right hand. Get close. Use a little speed. Close the shot. This guy's taking the joint out. He's taking the joint out.
Larry, I've got Tyson ahead by 14 points. 15 points. It's just no contest.
If this was a football game, the score would be 35-0. A baseball game, 15-0. And yet it's dissatisfying because prize fighting is drama and theater. And when you have a great athlete and you want to see him perform and tested, and he's not performing and he's not being tested.
All right, step back. Big last good round, you guys. Come on, step back. Yeah, here we go. Oh, step back. Come on, step back clean. Both of us. Come on, step back. Here we go.
What we're going to start reading about and hearing about Tyson now is, come on, fellas, he's not as good as Ali, he's not as good as Frazier. And in truth, he's not as good as they are. He hasn't had the record to show it yet.
I think
but it's been said about every champion.
And it's been said about Mike Tyson by Mike Tyson also. He has said he's not great yet.
Joe Louis wasn't as good as Dempsey, and Ali wasn't as good as Lewis.
Speaking of theater.
Well, we needed something. I didn't know that it would be comic relief coming from either of these kind of serious fellows.
Well, a minute and 15 to go in this one. Assuming we've kept you awake.
Tyson is trying everything he can to try to get in one good punch. They are being booed, and I imagine even Tyson is the target of some of them. But Smith should be the target.
On a theme of a barnyard cheer.
Well, they are yelling Tyson, Tyson. They want him to end this dramatically as well if he can.
That was a right hand by Smith. That actually backed Tyson up.
That was the best punch of the fight. We thought we would see that in the first 10 seconds, not in the last 10 seconds.
And it is over.
It was too late, was too little for Bone Crusher Smith. Where was that an hour ago?
And I'm sure that's exactly what Bone Crusher Smith is going to be asking himself. Styles make fights. That has been said on so many occasions, and that was the case here tonight. Only in this case, Styles did not make a fight. And it was a dance in large part for 12 rounds. Tyson trying to do everything he could. Take another look at that action right at the end, and I'm sure Mike Tyson, the next time we talk to him, is going to say that was one of the hardest shots he's taken. It definitely backed him up. Here's another look at it. Smith coming from down around the shoe tops. A wild swinging and holding. That was pretty much the story of the fight. Winging left hand as you look from our up top camera. And there's a look at a face that is going to smart come tomorrow. Take a look at the numbers from this fight. Tyson, of course, much more active and much more accurate. As Bone Crusher Smith with only a 23% accuracy, and of course a puncher is going to have a lower accuracy rate, but I don't think Bone Crusher or anybody else thought his would be quite that low, and I think it's strictly born of frustration. I think Mike Tyson just simply frustrated the man. Harold?
Hey, Barry, I saw Mike Tyson winning the fight by 16 points. I had it a shutout. Referee Mills Lane took away 2 points in the second round. He took away a point, then he took away a point in the 8th round from Bone Crusher for holding. But it was one-sided.
That's just about as one-sided a card as I've ever seen. Let's get the official verdict now from Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the judges. Judge Lou Tabbitt scores 120, 106. Judge Jojo Guerra scores 119, 107. And Judge Dalby Shirley scores 119, 107. For the new WBA WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
A popular verdict. At least the result was popular, not so much the way the result was attained. Larry Merchant trying to get his way over to the winner, and still the champion Mike Tyson, and he is with Mike Tyson right now, so let's go up to the ring and Larry Merchant. Larry, you got it.
Hi, Mike. You are now the WBA WBC champion, the only heavyweight champion now in the world. Do you feel satisfied after that fight?
Well, I feel good, but I don't feel satisfied. But as you know, he was just trying to survive. I thought he was going to come out there and try to beat me up, like he said. So he was going to try to win.
Could you tell very early in the fight that he couldn't hit you with any punches? He was frustrated and he was just going to